I was pressing on my arrow keys and my split button is right next to it. It's a numpad 0 for my split. No, we ain't that far ahead. Nope. Whoops. But no, to be honest, Raichu, what I might end up doing is I might turn my modded PS2 into a PAL machine, essentially. And then just buy a new, just regular Japanese PS2, just that way I don't have to deal with any more bullshit. So, I might just consider my modded PS2 just PAL for the time being. PAL slash backup slash testing PS2, I guess, because I can make PS2 backups and just play it on there if I want to test something. So I might just end up buying another JP PS2. If I can figure it out, that is. Within the next, like, 24 hours or so.
It's
Every time. I was getting hit there for some reason. Snipe.
what was that noise?
Hate that I have to do that twice. Sometimes I don't get it. Damn it. Damn it. Stay right there. Just stay right there. Just stop. Hey.
time. Ocelot wants you.
You win.
You win.
Had enough.
I'm a wuss. You win.
So, you're human after all.
The torture will stop as I promised.
promised. But I'll take the woman in return. I'll have my fun with her before I kill her.
Meryl.
I hope you can still look at yourself in the mirror, my friend.
Damn, I caught a cold. That witch. She took my clothes.
Rather than just running around, I'm just gonna just put down the controller and just relax a bit. What's important during speedruns is just, you know, not always have to be moving around. You can always just, you know, take it easy if you have the option. Which I do right here. So I'm just gonna put down the controller and just enjoy the sweet ambiance of this music and sneezing Johnny. What do you think of iPhone 10? I'd rather get the 8 Plus. I don't like the 10. I'd rather get the 8 Plus if I had to choose. I don't think the 10's gonna be worth it. My opinion.
Oh, my stomach. Oh, damn it.
I have a new contract up in December.
I'm here.
I don't know what I'm gonna get though. Notch is weird.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
I haven't decided what
Come
kind of phone
back.
I'm gonna get.
See you later.
I might be the 8 Plus to be honest, because it is, at the current moment, the most powerful phone. It's more powerful than the S8. Both on a single core performance and on a multi-core performance. The iPhone 8 Plus is like one of the best phones hardware-wise. It has really good hardware. Thanks, Sniper, for the luck. Appreciate it. So yeah, I might just get it for the fact that it has the best hardware. I don't know what kind of phone I'm gonna get, but definitely gonna get one around Christmas time. I currently have the S7 Edge, and I hate it. I hated the phone. I love my older phone. It was the Samsung Note Edge. The very first Edge phone was really good. Sniper, thank you for the 8 viewer hosts. Appreciate it. Everyone from Sniper's stream, welcome. I'm Tyler and I'm running MGS1 currently, large skips. If you're confused as to why it is 10 minutes in the game and I am in the armory picking up the PSG1, basically there's a vent glitch to where we can skip a good portion of the game and immediately go to the torture sequence, and in doing so, all of these are going to be done as if we actually played the game through that point, and this is the large skips category, or any percent as it should be called. Now, this is on the PC. There's going to be a lot of weird stuff going on the PC port. Once we reach the command room, we're going to see how broken this game can start to get. But for now, it's pretty much the same, except for the weapon hotkeys. If you see right here, I can just switch to one of the weapons using the numbers on the keyboard. And that's going to be very important coming up here at the commander room for a certain glitch that will cause us to go out of bounds. First, we need to loop around, grab that chaff. Wait for this guy for a second. Just toss that guard, and now all we need to do is grab the Nikita. And then some stuns, and then we'll be set for the rest of the run, essentially. Very important to move through here as fast as possible. There's a guard on the way, so we don't want to be sitting here for too long. Okay. So, now we're going to head towards the commander room. Now, what I'm about to do is called the GME or the God Mode exploit. Pretty much going from the chaff grenade to the PSG-1 back to the chaff grenade while in a crouch puts Snake in a state to where he can break triggers and go behind the scenery. As you see right here, I am just in the background of the level essentially. I'm just on the edge. I'm going to use this to walk over towards the trigger for the door here. The same thing here. So this one is a little more interesting. So what basically happened there is, if you want to think of the levels kind of like Pac-Man, if you go out to the left-hand side, you're going to come out on the right. Same thing here. If you go out of bounds and you go all the way to the left, you're going to come out on the right side. So we do that in order to skip a cutscene and mandatory codec call just to go to the other side of that long walkway. And also, it was kind of fast, but I had done it again, but this time standing, and since I did that, now I won't be able to take any damage. I can just walk straight up these stairs. After seeing that skip in Plywood's tutorial, I immediately wanted to run this. Yeah, this game is pretty fun, to be honest. Very beginner friendly, very entry-level type speedrun, and there is very optimized times, so it's not like, you know, it's just really easy and like everyone just like plays it for fun. No, this game gets very competitive, especially in this category, large skips, which is not my favorite category. I like all bosses more personally, but I'm trying to fill up some of the boards a little bit, so I figured might as well try to beat my normal large skips time because it's pretty bad and it's very beatable. As you're about to see, I'm probably gonna get a good chunk of time save here at the Ascension, just because I've gotten better as time has gotten on. Because I was doing normal large skips whenever I first started playing this game, and that's before I knew how to Liquid Infinite and all that stuff. Yeah, so you're gonna see me get probably a good chunk of time save. A little bit, not too much. Normally I'll do another trigger break here, but it can cause you to soft lock if you are not in the correct place. So I've been pretty scared of going for it nowadays, so I've just been playing it safe here. Oh, there's no repel split, what the hell? I just noticed that. That's weird. Why is there yeah, there should definitely be a repel split here. Because this can vary. Okay, nice. Able to run along the girders. Didn't take that much damage. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so there's no repel split here for whatever reason. There should be. These are some very old splits, by the way. There's something right there, just quickly pressing 909 on the keyboard puts me to this invincible state. Now, what you may be thinking is, oh, so like you can just do this like entire run. Not exactly. This next guy coming up, we can't use that. Or else we'll soft lock. So what we have to do instead is, first we have to get shot. I'm gonna try to equip the Nikita here in a certain way to where I move forward. It looks like I got it. So doing that saves me a step. So this is gonna save me a little bit of time doing this. So if you see me inch forward like this, doing so saves me a step. And I'm just gonna explain all this afterwards because I'm about to do a lot of stuff right here. So doing this breaks the camera as well. That was a lot slower than I like it to be. So pretty much right there, I broke the camera, and Snake lost some collision as well. So I just kind of fell down, and I had to, and then in doing so, I kind of skipped the crane. Jaguar, thank you for the 14 viewer host. Everyone from Jaguar stream, welcome. My name is Tyler, and I'm currently trying to PB in Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PC port in the large scopes category on normal difficulty. What were you playing, Jaguar? Were you playing MGS3, I'm assuming? For those of you that do not know, Jaguar King is going to be playing Metal Gear Solid 3 in January for Games Done Quick, along with Plywood playing Metal Gear Solid 1. So if you guys have a chance further down the line in January, be sure to check it out. MGS3, how'd you do? Was it PB attempts, I'm assuming? Yeah, definitely check out Jaguar King. He's going to be streaming Metal Gear Solid 3 in the coming months leading up to, and he's a really good speedrunner. He also plays this game. He actually plays most of the Metal Gear Solid games, to my knowledge. I think he's at least speedrunned every single one of them, except for, like, Peace Walker 5 and Portable Ops. But, like, he has played all of the 2D ones, mostly. Very good runner to watch. Very entertaining. Highly recommend you guys check him out. Practicing some backup strats. Well, that's good. Too early on that one. Chaps no longer matter because it doesn't work for Raised Dome, so I'm just gonna throw the chaff there just to make this transition a little bit faster, and plus it helps us because we were able to get the Stinger Pack ammo. Now, Jaguar, pardon my lack of knowledge on Metal Gear Solid 3, but the guy to run it, I believe, back in 2013, he got the Cold War camo, and he still got Big Boss. Are you going to be going for that, or are you not planning on doing the Cold War camo? Which I believe you get that somewhere in the Volgan fight, I believe? I'm not exactly sure, to be honest, but I know that he went for the Cold War camo. But yeah, don't know too much on Metal Gear Solid 3, to be honest with you, so figured I'd ask. But I think that might be a decent backup to do, unless that's not in your immediate plans. I've never seen AMGS4 speedrun. Does that run any good? I personally do not enjoy the game that much myself, but I I would say if you're looking for a very hard speed run, MGS4 is very hard and it's not very conventional. There's not a lot of resources for strats. There's a little bit, but there's not a lot of active runners in the game for MGS4. I have not seen one entire run myself personally, but it seems like it'd be a fine speed run. I don't think it'd be a bad speed run, because otherwise there wouldn't be like 3 to 4 runners. Because you have Mr. Sanok, Strafe Machine has done some runs. Boomer just did a normal run. A couple others that I just can't think of off the top of my head. Hey, buddy. Less RNG, we got the rat. Now, don't worry, there's gonna be more time save, because my end game is a lot faster because I've gotten better. That includes liquid and entering all of these PAL keys. But yeah, for the MGS4 speedrun, I haven't seen one full run myself, so I can't actually give you a very good opinion on it. I can just give a guess, but I don't think it's a bad run. Otherwise, there wouldn't be people running it, especially Boomer recently, and he's fairly well known. Yeah, good rat. Okay, so right here. Crap. Oh god, ugh. So, unfortunately, I could have tried for that going out, but unfortunately, I paused because I was mashing too much, and that caused Snake to not move for a second, so I didn't feel safe, so I just took the safe route and just went around. So that might lose me some time, or it might even out, who knows. We'll see once he goes to the blue split. But yeah, I've only seen runs of MGS1, MGS2, and MGS3 personally. Have not seen any MGS5 runs, although if I were to ever speedrun that game, I would do first ending any percent. I don't think doing that game through Chapter 2 is going to be worthwhile, because Chapter 2 is just a lot of replayed missions, just with other variables in mind. So if I would ever speedrun MGS5, it would be any percent first ending. I might learn MGS3 here after I'm done with MGS1 though, to be honest. Start on normal difficulty, go up from there. Boards aren't really split up by difficulty, but I still think it'd be a good idea. Just to slowly ease my way up into it, because that game gets pretty technical as soon as it gets to the higher difficulties. MGS3 gets very technical and very movement based, and you have to be really tight on your movement. I saw a few MGS5 runs. Yeah, I see a lot of MGS5 individual level runs. I think it's One Cool Man, XOF, I think is his name. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but he runs that pretty often. And I think he just recently got on the K-Code Twitch team, which, if those of you who do not know, that is Konami's official Twitch team. So congrats to him for that. Lost of Walker gear. Yeah, using that is the choice, really. I threw it a little late. Didn't like that menu. But yeah, Walker gear is a lot of the ILs. You just use that most of the time. It's very useful, just, you know, fastest way to actually go to a location, just do it like that. Yeah, I've seen some ILs. I actually haven't even played through the entirety of Metal Gear Solid 5 yet, but I have watched my friend Plywood play it, and like, he played it from start to the very end of Chapter 2, so I saw the entire time, because I was always spectating while he was playing the game, so it's not like I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, this right here. Yeah, doing that's a little bit faster than just going around. But yeah, I currently have MGS5 on the PC and on the PS4. I just haven't had the chance to play it yet, because I do eventually want to play that along with Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, and Portable Ops and Peace Walker. I still haven't finished the entire Metal Gear Solid series, and I think I really need to. A lot of these games that I still have yet to play. Will not be playing Metal Gear Acid though. Rising Revengeance seems like a good bit of fun, and I am currently on the lookout for Ghost Babel or Metal Gear Solid Game Boy copies on the web. Very good game in case you guys have never checked out Metal Gear on the Game Boy Color. Very, very good game. I actually think that that game is the highest rated Metal Gear game on like IGN. I think it is, because I think I had looked that up a couple weeks ago. It has like a 98 score out of 100. I like the ending with actual Big Boss in MGS5. Yeah. As far as like the story goes for MGS5, I wasn't so much annoyed with that. I was more so annoyed with the fact of like the laziness of Chapter 2 and the almost complete uselessness of Quiet as a character, other than to be something to actually look at, and the only other reason for her to be in there is the vocal parasite BS. Yeah, I didn't really, I mean, Quiet was a good partner and all, and it made sense why she can't talk, but at the same time, like, it just, ugh. There's a lot of the times where I feel like it's just overly sexualized. Yeah, Chapter 2 was just lazy and just messy. Like, keep Chapter 1 and, like, keep that same thing going. You have a really good game, to be honest. Like that's the thing keeping it back for me being, like, a really good Metal Gear game is the fact of Chapter 2. I don't mind the whole, you know, body double switch thing, because, I mean, you know, if you're paying attention, there's a lot of hints leading up towards that. And it's not like Kojima has, like, never done this before. If you remember MGS2, yes, gameplay is fantastic in MGS5, but yeah, if you remember MGS2, though, you know, whenever it was being advertised, you know, playing a Solid Snake, and then the game comes out and you're playing as Raiden. So it's not like he hasn't done this before. You know. But yeah, the gameplay was really good. From what I've watched and the small amount that I played of Chapter 1, I played like the first couple of missions in Chapter 1. And the whole, like, micromanagement thing is alright. Not my thing, though. Like, I wasn't really sold on the whole micromanagement thing. It was a nice thing to, like, have, but I didn't, like, obsess over it and, like, you know, went into, like, details, like, okay, I need to have this person here, I need to develop this, blah, blah, blah. I just wanted to develop more weapons and better FOBs, essentially. So I wasn't so invested in the whole micromanagement, but I know that a lot of people like that aspect of the game, and that reminds them of Peace Walker, because that was a very well-received game as well. So I can respect that. Let's see. Come on. But yeah, this run's pretty chill, though. You just sit around for a good bit of the time until you walk up some stairs. And after that, you do the snake dance to a lady. If it wasn't so messy, it could have been such a good game. It still is. a good game to me. It just could have been a lot better. It could have been a better Metal Gear game, because like to the general public of like non-Metal Gear fans, they loved it because like one of my friends, he's never played Metal Gear Solid ever, never played any of them, and he picked up 5 and he loved it. So, and the general masses, the like non-hardcore MGS fans, the game was fine. It was just to like the like pure MGS fans, they didn't like it so much. I know that's not exactly true 100%, but a majority of them do not like it because of the messy Chapter 2. And that's why whenever like the game first came out and it got 10 out of 10s, I was confused because you can't get that game that that high rating with the way that Chapter 2 was. Like, you just can't. It just, if I was your first one, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine. People will say, oh, you need to play all the other ones beforehand. I mean, it's a great entry point to the series, you know. Well, sorry. It is a great entry point to becoming a fan of the series itself, because of how good that game was. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 definitely brought in a lot of fans, I think, and that got them curious, and they played the other games after that because they liked MGS 5. And then, you know, presumably most of them got the HD collection if they were on PS3, and they had Peace Walker, and that kind of reminds you of Metal Gear Solid 5, just kind of lower graphic quality and, you know, different story, different character tech. Yeah, so yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5, I think, gets a little too much hate, but I can understand why it does at the same time. Yeah, it's a great entry to the for like anyone getting into the series. It's really good in my opinion. Go. Thank you. I only played 4 and a little bit of 3. 4 is currently my least favorite. I need to replay 4 to actually get a full opinion on that, but I played 4 on release and I did not like it that much. So yeah, I need to replay 4 sometime just to get another opinion on it later on. Maybe I have grown wiser and 16-year-old me didn't really comprehend a lot of the themes and stuff in that. Oh, fuck off. So they do all the other ones? Yeah. As I play the original, MGS2 is kind of the, it's the most interesting one, I think. 2 is my favorite, but a lot of people don't have that as their favorite. More people have 1 and they have 3 as their favorite. I recommend playing 1 first, though, before you play 2. Definitely. Anticipating him rising up. Four felt really slow to me. Yeah, it was a very slow-paced Metal Gear game.
If you win, you might still be able to save her.
Alright, gonna have to concentrate here for this part.
You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you fall. At this height, it will kill even you. Have got you, Snake.
Didn't get the infinite.
Nice shot!
Could have gone a lot better, to be honest.
Surveillance camera.
Not entirely happy with that, to be honest.
Darn, no keys. I got him. Let's go. I got it. Snake, jump in. Snake, hold on.
Ooh, that was nice. Break the glass! Break the glass! Hey, break the glass. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, if it went a little bit better, if I got the infinite, this would have been a really good pace. I'll still submit this run probably, but if I had the infinite combo, it would have been easily a 39. Or at least a high 39. Come on. Everybody's out to the second playthrough? Yep. So right here you can want to kind of do a fanning motion going counter to where Liquid is going. If you keep on following, he's going to keep on swerving like that. So now that... Okay, he's going to stay here. Oof, that was close. Yo, what's up, Fine Line?
Snake, look, daylight. Hold on.
It's the end. It's okay, Mac. I'm gonna do another run, don't worry. 40-21 normal. If I didn't mess up on the Liquid, I could have maybe had a 40. Like a lower 40 or a high 39 if I didn't mess up on Liquid. Yeah, man, I'm not going anywhere, don't worry.